Welcome to the Cow Corporation's series of videos about software engineering. The topic of this video is the discrimination criteria for C++ function overloading. Before proceeding, make sure that you have already watched these other videos first. Overloading allows multiple function implementations that share a common name because conceptually they are similar to each other. When you call that function, the compiler chooses which of those implementations to use based on some other criteria beyond just only that function name. Usually, that discrimination is made because those implementations are using different parameter types. Not all language features can be used for that discriminating. For example, two overloaded implementations can use different return types, but this discrimination cannot depend only on that difference. Those two overloaded implementations must also differ in some other way, such as also having different parameter types. Overloading cannot discriminate based on a hint to the compiler about exception handling. Overloading can discriminate between two member functions where the only difference is that one of them is a const member function. Indexing operators often take advantage of this ability. If the collection is a constant, then the const member function is used, which typically returns access to the collection item in the form of a constant reference. But if the collection is not a constant, then the other member function is used, which more liberally provides item access in the form of a reference that can be written to. You can have a default parameter in an overloaded function. You just need to make sure that there won't be any ambiguities, not when the parameter is there, and no ambiguities when that parameter isn't there either. Overloading cannot discriminate between two parameters whose type is the same, but only appears different in source code because of type aliasing. For example, overloading cannot discriminate between an int and a signed int. It can discriminate between int and long, because those are two different types, even though many platforms implement their two binary representations in identical ways. Function overloading can discriminate between an int and a char, but then your client code cannot pass a float to that function, because it would be ambiguous which type to coerce that float into.